Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you an easy, super simple snack or breakfast that you could make if you are in a hurry. And this is one of my favorite ones. I used to do something called Trim Healthy Mama. And this was one of my go-to things that I learned from them that I'm not Trim Healthy Mama anymore, but I carried a lot of things on with me, and this is one of the things that I eat a lot and still love to this day. So I take about a tablespoon or so of salted butter, and this is really important because the salted butter in this kind of gives it the sweet and salty. So I put this down in my pan, and I kind of let this butter melt and even brown a little bit to kind of be almost like a brown butter. Really delicious when it's like that. So we are going to put together our snack here. So I use low carb tortillas for this. This is my favorite kind, but you could use whatever tortilla you want as long as you use a tortilla. So I'm going to put about an ounce of full fat cottage cheese. You could use low fat if you wanted. You could use cottage cheese, you could use yogurt. I've done all of those things. They're all delicious. But this, for today, I'm going to use the cream cheese. So you just slather the cream cheese on the very middle of your tortilla here. And then your frozen fruit of choice. I like to use blueberries. You could use fresh fruit. You could use whatever fruit you want, frozen or fresh, and I kind of just push those blueberries down into that cream cheese. And then I like to use stevia, but you could use whatever sweetener you want. You could use no sweetener. You could use honey, maple syrup, or just regular sugar, brown sugar. There's a lot of things you could do to this recipe. So I just sprinkle on whatever sweetness level you like. I sprinkled on about maybe 2 teaspoons of this. And then we're just gonna fold this up like so, 2 sides over, and then the other 2 sides over, and kind of create a little pocket for all of that goodness in there. And I'm just gonna put it down in this pan in this kind of browned butter and move it around a little bit with my hand. You may not want to have your pan too hot. You kind of might want this to cook a little bit slower. You could put the lid on because, you know, for me, I do have frozen blueberries in here. Now, if I eat this and the blueberries are still frozen, that doesn't bother me, but if that bothers you, you may want to cook this at a lower heat. I've got mine at about a medium, my stove on about a medium high. So we're just gonna cook this and brown this on one side, and I'm gonna flip it over and brown it on the other side, and then it's done and you're ready to eat. You could put a drizzle of like homemade icing over top of it if you want to be decadent. You could put some whipped cream. You could do pretty much with this whatever you want, but this is like the base of the recipe, and then you can just go crazy making it however you want for you or your loved one. I think this is a great after school snack for kids too. My kids love to eat these. They like what are they called? Now I'm gonna space on the name. They like quesadillas, and so this is kind of like a sweet version of a quesadilla. And I mean, you could even take 2 of, like if you had a teenage boy who needed a little bit more than this and you didn't want to make 2 little pockets, you could actually make this into the quesadilla shape if you wanted to. So getting this side nice and brown. Yes, that's perfect. I don't know if you could see that, but that's what you want. And this butter down in the bottom here, oh, it's pouring down rain outside. I don't know if you could hear that. This butter down the bottom of here is starting to get brown, little brown bits in it. Which is gonna make this delicious. And we're just gonna brown this side off, and then it'll be ready to eat. Like I said, my blueberries cooking it this fast will still be a little bit frozen still, but that's okay to me. I'm just moving this around so I could soak up as much of the butter as possible into this little wrap. I don't know what you want to call it. Snack wrap? I don't know. So here's the other side. It's hot, nice and brown, as you can see. I'm just gonna put it on my plate, and that's it. It's ready to eat. So I'm gonna take a bite. It's breakfast time for me, and I have a busy day today. My son stays home and he has therapy today, and his therapists are about to be here, and I need to get me a quick bite to eat before they come. So this is, I've got the cream cheese all nice and warm in there, a little bit of blueberry, sweet and salty, my favorite. The tortilla is crispy on the outside, and I get that little bit of salty from the butter, but the sweet from the sugar and the blueberry, so good. I hope that you will give this a try, and if you do, let me know how you like it in the comments below. Also, let me know the different variations that you find that you make with this. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time.